Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what's going on. For posterity, archival, and recording purposes, it is currently Saturday, January 14th, 2023. It is currently 11:33 a.m. Eastern Time. It has been 263 days since the official release of Bloodhunt, and currently activated in-game is the permanent Nemesis Pass. We are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you are live, feel free to ask me questions in chat. I'm very welcome to answer any questions that you might have. And as a reminder and disclosure, I'm not a game dev, I'm not bound by an NDA, but I will do the best I can to explain the news with the help of reasonable assumptions and such and the like. Feel free to correct me if you're a dev about the game. If you're a dev of the game, feel free to come interject me and correct me if ever you feel the need to, because I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. As topics today, we are going to be talking about, of course, as usual, Twitch drops. Also going to be talking about a few game updates. We're going to mention a few free things and giveaways. It's just going to be a reminder, and we're going to touch on tournaments and events. But first, if you haven't, please give me a follow on Twitch. Even if you're not going to turn on notifications, it would mean a lot to me. I want to grow this channel. I want to make it better eventually. I'm trying to make it a general, actually serious stream. I've already been starting really hot this week. We've already had like two big streams happening this week. They've been fantastic. We're starting, actually, after many months, we're starting to get traction for this channel, and I really appreciate it. I stream very casually during the week whenever I can / feel like it. It's mostly about Bloodhunt, but I'm also going to play other games. Join in and feel free to let me know if that's the kind of content that you would like to see from me. I try to be informative and I try to entertain as much as I can. Right now, this is very serious me talking about very serious news. I'm not serious all the time. So you can always join the madness and come in during the week. And I don't know, we're gonna have fun. I do giveaways. Oh, sorry, I'm just seeing a typo in my notes. I'm just gonna correct that. I do giveaways for Bloodhunt whenever I'm playing Bloodhunt, such as right after the recording of this show, I will be giving away a purple pain jacket code, if you know what that is. Immediately, as I save my notes, let's go right into it. So, this week, and as usual, gotta do the linking to show you all my sources. There you go. As usual, the moment I have no problems, the moment I start talking, I start streaming, I'll also start burping to a ridiculous amount. This week, we have the return of new Twitch drops. We were wondering this week if we were going to get some of them because it was the Please Die outfit that we had for a few weeks previously, and now we're back to having some new drops, and what we got right now is the Vengeful Dawn eyewear. It is some barbed wire glasses. I don't know why I didn't queue up a screenshot of it on my end. Why have I not done that? There you go. Hold on. This is gonna be added right after this. And yeah, this is going to be the drop for the week. As usual, you have the list of streamers there. It is the top 100 streamers of Bloodhunt. If you want to be a part of the top 100 streamers of Bloodhunt, all you got to do is stream Bloodhunt. And actually stream Bloodhunt. Don't just put yourself in the category and stream other things. If you stream other things under the category, I have it under good authority that there's some people that are checking the category frequently and looking at streamers that are not doing the right thing and that some of them can get marked down, in terms of like if ever you actually manage to clean up your act and do some other things, you might not be eligible to get drops in the future, even if you're streaming hundreds of hours of Bloodhunt. If you're trying to like get yourself a bunch of hours that you're not supposed to get, some people will take note. Yeah, actually annoying. Yeah, and if you do see some people that are abusing this, send a few DMs, let a few people know about this, because yeah, I mean, most likely it's already been noted by a lot of people, but yeah, we keep a close eye on this just to make sure that top 100 still remains like as clean as possible, because there's people that want to get those drops, and yeah, they'll do whatever's possible to get it. As a reminder, for this week at the let's say that like the limit hour on Thursday, when a screenshot was basically taken of the top 100 people, the minimum the person that was at level 100 of the streamers of Bloodhunt, they had accumulated over the last 30 days a total of 24 hours of streaming Bloodhunt. So 24 hours and 30 days, it's relatively easy to get yourself a spot in there if you want to. So if you want to get yourself in there, go ahead, stream Bloodhunt. And also maybe join the Bloodhunt Discord and join the inner circle, so you can be a part of the content creators program, where we can exchange about this amongst other things. So yes, so the let's look at this. The eyewear that we got there is some barbed wire glasses that we can see here. They have a red tint at the bottom that goes up to black, and yes, the rest is golden barbed wire. I have been making like some awesome customizations of my characters personally, and absolutely awesome. I love those glasses. But this is one thing. Before I get to the other things, I have to mention that while I was streaming yesterday, when the drops became live, we noticed that usually it's always been 60 minutes of Twitch viewership before you can actually claim the drops. But now we noticed that it was 30 minutes. We thought that was weird. And then, in chat, and said for the first time, Bloodhunt Game was in my chat at that time, and said, hello, we accidentally set it to 30 minutes when we tested the drops campaign. Future drops will be 60 minutes. So there you go. If you have any questions, if you thought that was weird, there you go. It was a mistake. No conspiracy, no this is against streamers and their viewership. Absolutely not. Before people start any rumors about this, absolutely not. It was a mistake. It was a human-made mistake. There you go. Now, in terms of the other drops, we also got news about what's coming in the near future. And there we go. We now have 6 drops, including the one of this week. 6 drops to look forward to. So this week it is the Vengeful Dawn eyewear. Next week is going to be the extraterrestrial threat makeup that we see there. After that is going to be the scribbled away eyewear, following the cyberpunk theme Nemesis Pass that we currently have in the game. So there you go, some extra cyberpunky things. Following that, the Cryo Corsair eye patch, which is considered a mask. I know I've heard a lot of people looking forward to getting that. Also, yes, an outfit. The Kill Time outfit. Now, keep in mind, if you're looking at that picture, the eyewear that the character is currently wearing, it is a quest reward. I just noticed something weird about my camera. Why is that not there? There you go. That's what I thought. Boop. There you go. My inner circle logo was gone. Now it's back. Good. So yes, the eyewear that you have there, it is a quest reward, and the tattoo that the character is wearing is, I believe, an item in the store. So when you're looking at that picture, just take that in mind. They like to, garnish with other things. Hello, Infinite Skyline. So yes, that is going to be the outfit. It's kill time here. You've got some different items and accoutrements that are linked into this. And after that, it's going to be the Duskborn makeup. I can already see in the future, I can imagine some masks going with this. Some people are going to have fun with this, I believe. So this will lead us to up until February 24th. In terms of like Twitch drops, we have Twitch drops still for every week for 6 weeks until February 24th. And then I believe it is a good hypothesis to say that probably, as they've done in the past, maybe we're going to have 1 or 2 weeks where it's just going to be all the 6 items, probably, all bundled up, and probably like everyone, they're going to open it up to everyone. Hey everyone, like you can get all the total of 6 drops after 6 hours of viewership. That is something that they've done in the past a few times. It would stand to reason that they would do it again, but as Bloodhunt Game, the Twitch account, said yesterday in chat, we like to keep you on your toes, they've said. So they might change that. I don't know. That's my hypothesis. It would stand reason to believe that would be what they would do in that time. Anyways, so really fire items. Everyone's excited. I mean, some people like prefer some items to others. I think that in terms of like all of these items, this is fire. This is a really good look. And it's following it goes, all of the items go very well with the items that we got in the Nemesis Pass. So it's all in theme. This is great. I appreciate this. I don't think I've seen like any negative comments about those incoming drops. So really good job. Okay. Now, in terms of game updates, what has the core vampire crew done this week? Well, they came back from vacation. Yeah, some people last week were still on a holiday vacation, so this week they came back to the office. Now, if you're wondering what do people do when they come back from a long holiday and they come back to the office, well, what do? What do you usually do? You check your email or you check your Slack, you look at all the messages, you take care of what's been happening during the holidays, what you missed, you talk to each other, you talk to other people, have, what's been happening with your holidays and all of this. And usually the first week of coming back to the office is kind of like a mix and match of like we're starting the machine back again. We're starting to get back into things, and then we have a lot of meetings of like, okay, let's plan what's going to be happening in the future. And in terms of the core vampire crew, it's a lot of we got to figure out how we're working together now, because this is the first time, as far as I know, since some people have moved out of the company or have moved on to the other 2 unannounced projects that Shark Mob is currently working on. This is actually the first time that everyone from the core vampire crew gathered back up all again and are able to figure out exactly how they're supposed to be working together. And I don't know if you've ever been a part of a group like this, or the office has changed, some rules have been put in place or whatever, and suddenly you have to go like, okay, so gang, we all have our jobs to do, we all have our responsibilities. Let's take some time to figure out exactly how we're going to work together. Like, how's going to be our synergy, like our way of working, because we had one way of working, but now we got to figure out a new way of working together. So that's probably what I hypothesize is currently happening right now. It's gonna be like I'm gonna have some kind of follow up in regards to that. That's gonna be happening in like later on. I'm gonna be talking about something like this that proves exactly what I was talking about, and that was from this morning. But yeah, they decided to let us know immediately this week that they are back in the office, but already working on things for us and for the game. So this is the tweet that we got this week. Sorry, I have a burp incoming. Okay. So they sent us this tweet. This tweet goes as follows. Hello, Bloodhunt community. We hope you had a great holiday with good friends, family, and tasty food. The core Vampire crew are already working on improvements to the game, starting with matchmaking quality and the overall game experience. Next week, on January 16, we'll be doing a week of changes to our matchmaking config, including enabling crossplay for solos and remove bots from TDM. Depending on your feedback on these changes, we may make them stay. Until then, see you in the rooftops of Prague. Now, let's take a moment and let's pick this apart. Reading skills, everyone, okay? We are already working on improvements to the game, starting with... So, this is letting you know, first of all, they are working on other improvements of the game, not just the ones that they are announcing here. In case some people were wondering, they're working on other stuff than the stuff that they're writing here. First of all, starting with matchmaking quality and the overall game experience. So, basically, the general feedback from the community that we got since the December update. This feels like, okay, we're gonna address your main surface concerns that seem to be the majority of the stuff that you're saying in the community, right? So, the next tweet is directly saying this. This is what we're going to be changing because this is your main feedback. We'll be doing a week of changes to our matchmaking config. Matchmaking config, what does that mean? The matchmaking config means a lot of things. A lot of systems all tied to each other, variables. They're not saying a lot here, but they're saying that they're going to change some things. And here they say including enable, including. That's another keyword that a lot of people, I've seen some feedback about this. A lot of people seem to have gone over this. What they're saying here is here, like this part here, this is just a part, like these are just like the features of what they're going to do. Like there's going to be some other matchmaking config changes. What they're going to be, we're going to have to wait until Monday, January 16th to know exactly what this is about. Hey, Rick. And here, we're going to talk, like, we're going to go into detail about those things. Enable crossplay solos and remove bots from TDM. Okay, we're going to talk about this. But depending on your feedback on these changes, we may make them stay. What does that mean? This means next week, when those changes get implemented, starting on Monday, play the game. If you like the things that they are talking about now, okay, and I see that there's a lot of people that are interested in those two changes that they're highlighting here, okay? Play the game. Play the game, play those changes. They want to see what player feedback, what player reactions, and also player behavior inside the game is going to be. And they can only say, they can only tell that, they can only come up with conclusive, I was going to say conclusive conclusions, but that's kind of the same thing, but they can only have like a good pool of this only if we play the game. So everyone, make sure you play the game on those changes, and don't just play like 2 or 3 games and go like, I like this, I don't like this. Play like a good, like, let's say like, 5 to 10 games. 5 to 10 games. Like, I challenge everyone, if it's possible, play 10 games. Like, let's say play 5 games of solos and play 5 games of TDM. And then make your conclusions. Okay? Don't play just like 1 or 2 games and go like, I like this, I don't like this, and I think you should no. Play a good amount of games. Just enough to say like, okay, I've played a good amount of games. I would even say like 10 each. 10 solos and 10 TDM. Go ahead. You know? At different times of day, you got different kinds of crowds. You all know this. And then we're gonna see like what everyone thinks about it. But it's only if, enough people play it for a good amount of time that we can go like, okay, we can come to these conclusions. Now, what I wanted to talk about, enabling crossplay for solos. I know that that's been a big topic. So let's talk about this. First of all, and I know a lot of people have been talking about this, if we have PC and PS5 players queuing together in solos, joining the same lobbies, yes, this means potentially less bots per match. That is the hope that a lot of people are seeing. It's just less bots per match, more people per match. That is good. I want to remind everyone, how does it work? It's still 2.5 minutes of queue time of people with your skill-based matchmaking, same as you, of people that are inside your region, and of people that are queuing at the same time as you in that 2.5 minutes. Okay? It's within those parameters that you're gonna get a bunch of people. Okay? It's not because a bunch of people are queuing for solos on PS5 in Europe that it means that you're gonna get them in your lobby if you're queuing in NA, East Coast at the same time as them. Doesn't mean that you're gonna have them inside your lobby, okay? Because that's not how the matchmaking works. It shouldn't also mean that you're gonna have a bunch of newbies inside your lobby if you're a pro player. That's not how it's going to work. But potentially, with the skill-based matchmaking, we are going to have probably maybe less bots per match. We're going to see that, okay? So that's still a big if. That depends what time of day you're queuing. Are other people queuing at the same time as you? Are they of the same skill base? Are they rated the same rating skill as you? Gonna have different lobbies for different people. They are going to monitor this and see what's going to be the player reaction, the player behavior. They might change this, okay? So, because they say they will be doing a week of changes to the matchmaking config, meaning they will be doing multiple changes to it. Maybe if after a day or two of all this and people are going like, I'm going in matches, I'm a PC player, I barely see any PS5 players, maybe gonna make some little tweaks and changes. People are still complaining there's still too many bots. Maybe make some more changes. People are saying that, I still have bots in my games. They're gonna go, well, actually, you don't understand what's the point of having bots inside the game. Okay? Having the bots, you're still not going to remove the bots for solos, because that's not the point of the bots. The point of the bots in solos is to make sure that we get faster queues. We've already talked about this in the past, and we've already had the discussion about how they've already explained to us, a dev in a Discord, that we already showed you this in a previous news recap, that they said that 2.5 minutes of waiting is the sweet spot at which most players are willing to stay queued up. If it goes beyond 2.5 minutes, people will unqueue. People will not play the game. People will quit the game. Okay? There's already been a whole debate about this. There's been some people that have been asking about, like, how about we up the waiting time up to 3 minutes to get more people in the matches. And Dev said, we've noticed people, the way that people queue up and the way that people unqueue, 2.5 minutes is as much as we can push before we start losing players. So right now, there's no debate about that waiting time. We're going to see what they can tweak to make sure that we've got as many people as possible inside solos lobbies. Now, hold on, I've been talking. Let me take a swig. The other thing. What's going to happen between PS5 and PC players? Now, I've already seen some tweets. I've already seen some messages on Discord. And I know, bunch of people like to have the competition. PC versus PS5, you know, the old thing of, like, you know, the old rivalry between the PC master race and the people on console. It's an old rivalry, and I get it. And I know some people have already been messaging, like having some messages of just, you know, a little like competitive, you know, being like huffing their chests a little bit, going like, oh, we're going to destroy the PC players, going to destroy the PS5 players and all this. Just, we all know some people are going to be nasty about it. Just, you know, I'm not your dad. Please try not to be. Let's not do a whole, you know, let's have it a friendly, you know, keep it friendly, keep it competitive, keep it friendly though. You know, it's all still for the same game that we love to play and all this. Let's not just turn it into a nasty thing, okay? Just, yeah, like I said, I'm not your dad, but just like, you know, let's keep a level head, you know, GG's and everything. Showing up in other people's chat just to say like, hey, you got me, GG. You know, let's not do the nasty competitive, like we're gonna freaking destroy your ass or stuff like. And I don't need really to explain this, like, you know what I'm talking about. The other thing I want to say is, of course, we're gonna hear the same freaking complaints. Asymmetrical, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I don't have notifications turned on because I'm recording. We're gonna have still the same complaints whenever you get like killed by a person that's not on the same platform as you. It's still gonna be the same thing as usual. People they're gonna complain, they got aim assist, or no, they got keyboard and mouse supremacy. They're better than console players, of course they destroy me, and blah blah blah. That's the same kind of, you know, excuses that we usually see. Like we've heard all of this before, right? There's no point in bringing that up. Sometimes it's fake excuses, okay? But let's remember, okay? It's not all PC players that play with mouse and keyboard, okay? Controllers have been in PC player pools since forever. We had controller players on the PC side since early access, like all the time. We always had them. So before you start talking about, oh yeah, PS5 got aim assist, you got PC players that have had aim assist like the whole entire time, okay? But we still agree that the aim assist as it is, even if they tweaked it down in the December update, it's still too strong, okay? Yeah, you can play controller and PC, absolutely. Motion Gaming actually did a quick video about it. I think it was yesterday. He's mostly mouse and keyboard. He just wanted to like give his first impressions. He played like 2 matches on a controller on PC. His reaction is just like, wait, you know, I'm not even used to the controller. I'm not even used to aiming with the controller. And the aim assist is so incredibly strong. He barely has to aim anything and he was getting kills. Like, it was ridiculous even to him to do that. And he was doing a suggestion of like, you know, if you're playing with aim assist, like lower it down to some sort of value. I don't know exactly what it is, like 0.7 or something on the two different values. I don't exactly know how it works, okay? But yeah, that's probably gonna still be the real thing, like the real argument after all of this. When people start complaining about, you know, aiming and aim assist and all of this and console, it still will boil down to, I'm pretty sure, that's me, like, you know, throwing my Nostradamus hat for what's gonna be happening. It's still gonna be aim assist is still too strong. Another thing I want to bring up about this. Remember what happened in the past. Do you remember what happened when PS5 and PC were all together in solos? Remember, like, what led to disabling cross-platform for solos? You remember what led to this? It was because PS5 players were getting completely destroyed by PC players, to the point where PS5 players didn't want to play Bloodhunt on solos. They were leaving the game because it was way too hard for them and they were not having fun. They kept being destroyed. It's not even playing the game. It's you load up the game and you get destroyed. That's not fun. Okay? But now, except you, baby. You know, there's people that persisted, okay? There's people that persisted, the people that were still happy about it, you know, still trying to, you know, you change your controls, you change your settings, and then you're able to persist through it. There's been some people that have been, but I'm talking about the majority of players, okay? Talking about the majority of players. And we know that the moment that the crossplay was turned off, suddenly what's been happening week after week was suddenly the PS5 players were saying like, hey, now we're actually having fun. We're playing against each other with the same kind of skill level. And suddenly the PS5 community, or at least of solos, were starting to grow and was getting healthy. And there was even a time where apparently the PS5 community about Bloodhunt was even bigger and healthier than the PC community. Which, you know, this is all unsubstantiated. No dev has come out to say that that was indeed the fact, okay? But now that we're turning back on again, what has changed since then? The aim assist. So, now that PS5 got aim assist, and they're playing against the, you know, the PC players, they got like incredible aiming because mouse and keyboard. Well, now you may still have the same effect on it, you know? It depends. We're gonna see. Once we clash with each other, what's going to happen now, you know? It may still be the same thing of like PS5 players are gonna be asking like, please turn crossplay back on. I am not having fun anymore. Turn it off again. Turn it off again. I just want to play against PS5 players because PC players are destroying me. It's not fun again. They might do that. That's why it's, you know, it's a week of experiment, okay? But it could also be the reverse situation where it could be the PC solo players that might be going like, the aim assist is ridiculous. I hate playing against controller players. So many controller players. I'm not saying that, you know, like I said, PC players have been playing with people that have controllers and that have aim assist. And some people, like, I've played with against some of them, and it's just like, it's insane. I can't win against them. But it could also be that PC players are going, okay, that's too many controller players I'm playing against. This is not fun. Please turn it off. We're gonna see. And also, finally, just to cap off this, okay, this is all predictions and stuff, and just reminders and things to keep in your head, okay? Remember that it's not all the opinions that you see on a certain social media that mean that is the will of the Bloodhunt community, okay? If the devs on their side see less players playing overall next week as a result of those changes, you know, you see the changes, people are playing, maybe a lot of people are log in, and then for the rest of the week, not a lot of people want to log in anymore. Not a lot of people want to, like, the people that used to have, you know, the behavior of queuing into solos are suddenly not queuing into solos. They're playing into something else. Or the people that played solo and only solo suddenly are not playing Bloodhunt anymore during the week. What do you think the devs will think? You know? It's not because of what you're going to read people say, type on the Twitter, type on the Discord, that it means that it is one for one the behavior of what the devs are actually seeing as behavior inside the game. They see the numbers better than us. So we're going to see. Fairly certain that crossplay will still be an option on console anyway. We're going to see. We're going to see. Motion, we're going to see. I'm just like, this is all like stuff, like, keep in your head. Let's have an open mind about all the different variables inside that equation of what they're going to do. So, experiment next week. We're going to see what that does. On a different note, I saw this on Twitter. AfroSensei, that posted this. This is just for fun. I just want to highlight this. Bloodhunt has been playing around the 1.2k, 1.5k player base within the last few weeks. Amazing to see consistency. With the 16 January update, let's all support Bloodhunt, our favorite game, and try to push to 2k. The more players, the more committed the devs will be too. That is the kind of attitude that I want to see from the community. That is what I want to see. This is the kind of stuff that we all know. Like, despite all the issues that you might have about the game. And I've been saying this, I've been tooting this horn for months and months and months. The game is gonna get better if we get more players inside the game. And there seems to be the fact that at this point in time, marketing at Bloodhunt, I don't want to speculate what's happening behind the scenes on this, but it does not seem to push the same way that we are seeing the game. I'm just going to say it that way. I think that we are, I think that a lot of people in the community have been agreeing on this, that this game needs more marketing. And I've been saying for the longest time that if they're not doing the marketing, we do the marketing. The community needs to make the marketing. I do the marketing tweets, like, again, like just free marketing tweets. Bloodhunt Twitter, if they want to use them as free marketing, I'm just putting that out there, you know? People that are talking positively about Bloodhunt, people that are talking about the December update, about the free battle pass, about all the free things that we got, about, you know, the things that are inside the Nemesis Pass that most gaming companies, you know, we got fire outfits and cosmetics in there. Other companies would charge us for a lot of the things that are in there, for the quality that we got of the cosmetics in there. Other companies would charge us for all of those cosmetics into Fortnite, into Overwatch, into whatever game that has a shop. We're getting all of this for free. Again, I still need someone to make a trailer for the current pass that we have. I can't. I don't have the knowledge to do that right now. I don't have the knowledge and the capacity to do this. Someone could make a trailer, like a bomb-ass trailer, like good quality, like, you know, like the kind of quality that you'd see at E3 or Game Awards or that kind of stuff, like good shit. I'm gonna try to prepare myself for passes in the future if we can get enough warning in the future I can maybe prepare maybe some stuff, and it's gonna come after the pass has been released, and then I can use the assets for this. But right now, that's the kind of promotion, that's the kind of attitude that I would like to see from the community. And again, I keep saying, who knows? If we get enough concurrent players back in the game, ranked, competitive gameplay might be coming back. We might turn it back on. Again, there needs to be a discussion before we do this, because there were issues about ranked. And we have still not talked about this, about ranked. We need to have discussion about ranked rewards, that we know that Bloodhunt has a lot of art assets about ranked rewards that they're just sitting on. What we need to do with them, how do we distribute them, what the ranked mode would be, but let's get more people in and maybe ranked will come back. I keep mentioning ranked every week because people want to hear news about ranked, okay? But we need the players, we need the concurrent, returning, playing players to do that. You can't have ranked people waiting for ranked and just standing on the sidelines and never logging into the game. The devs will activate ranked, or will consider ranked, if we still get more active players inside the game. So if you want that to happen, play the game. Play next week. Give the feedback. Play enough games to give like good feedback to the devs about the changes that they're making. Let go. I think some people are expecting an update on the 16th with tweets like these. Yeah, I think people are expecting an update, but I mean, you know, an update the same way that it's a big patch, but I don't think it's a patch. But I know that some people have been framing it like it's a patch, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna dissuade people of that motion. Like, I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm just gonna say, like, yeah, there's an update. They're gonna try some things. Let's see what's gonna happen. There's not enough time between like the tweets that people have been putting out this week about this and Monday to change the narrative around, to tell people, well, actually, they're just choosing a few things. It's not a patch. It's not, like, no. Let's make sure that people know that there's going to be some changes next week on the 16th and throughout the week, and then we're going to see. It's kind of too late. Yeah. I mean, we can only manage people's expectation to a certain point, which is the point of what I'm doing here and why I'm recording this, and I hope that people will watch this with a bag of salt, what I'm doing here. Anyways. Now, another thing that was just posted a few hours ago on the Bloodhunt Discord from Tobias, the community manager for Bloodhunt, because someone was asking about a potential roadmap for Bloodhunt, and that is, and here we have, hold on, let me just make sure that I've got it. Not gonna see. Well, that's gonna be the best that I can manage right now. Right. There we go. If I do it like this. Here's the answer from Tobias. Roadmaps are a double-edged sword. On one hand, it shows the community what is worked on and some time estimations. On the other hand, many read roadmaps as promises and listed items as guarantees. The reality is that we now are a smaller development team, and a part of this means adapting to new circumstances, which make it a bit tricky to put it on a roadmap. There are many moving parts and variables. As mentioned, we are still working on improving Bloodhunt, and we will publish another learnings article telling you guys about some more details of the development. So I'm bringing it back to what I was saying earlier. They are adapting to new circumstances as a smaller development team, which is hard to put a roadmap on it because, like I said earlier, and I was already expecting this before he even put out this tweet to this mention today in the Discord, that they are, what I said earlier was already what I had prepared to say to you today. Okay, so this is just confirming what I was thinking. They're still figuring out how they're working as the core vampire crew, like together as a small team. It takes a few weeks usually to get like, okay, you send me the report and then I follow up and then I send it to Brenda over there and then she does this thing, but now we've got another thing we're working around. You get to tell me this beforehand and then we get to all get adapted and then we get the machine rolling with the new way that it's supposed to be. Okay? It takes time to adapt all this. And the first part of it here, when he says many read roadmaps as promises and listed items as guaranteed, means you need people like me. You need people like me to read all of this stuff to you, to read all of the articles to you, because some people just skim the notes, some people just skim the blog posts that they put out there, the tweets that they put out there, and you think, oh, they're doing this and they're doing that. Well, no, actually, let me actually like explain to you what they actually said there. You need a translator. That's what I'm doing. And I'm not saying this as, I don't know exactly what I'm talking about, because I go into other people's streams during the week. And I see some people like discuss and talk about their own reactions to whatever Bloodhunt's been putting out there. And some people come up with some wild conclusions, some really wild conclusions about what's happening, such as like motion, what we just said. Some people think that there's going to be a big patch or update that's going to happen on Monday. We know it's not. But see, it's just like after reading that, some people thought it was a patch or an update, and just like, no, it's not. Why are you hiding? You're right. You're okay. But yeah, it's just some people like gas themselves up with really weird expectations. But they're not completely weird because we know where we got that expectation. But you just need to take the time to actually read and understand what they're putting out there, because they're choosing the words correctly. Sometimes they're choosing words to make statements inside their blog posts, and I've done that in the past. I've signaled it out. Sometimes some sentences are weird and up to interpretation and could have been reworked a little bit. It happens. As long as we're able to like sometimes see some sentences and weird like formulations, and we can go like, oh, hold on, this was weird. We can see that. But the good thing about this is, again, reiterating, mentioning to you, still working on improving Bloodhunt. You know this, if you've been following this news recap that I've been doing, you know they're still working on Bloodhunt. We've got plans for 2023. For the whole year we have plans for this game. I mean, when I say we, I mean they have plans for the whole year. And the thing that we didn't know, there's going to be a learnings article coming soon. I imagine I'm expecting from this coming soon. If he's saying we've got a learnings article telling us about the details of the development, that's basically what I've been telling you. We need a blog post from the core vampire crew saying, what's up? We're the new team. Here's our goals. Here's what we've got planned so far. Not a roadmap. This is what we're planning to do in the near future, maybe in the far future. We don't know. But there's going to be a learnings article to let us know about that, to let us know about what we've been thinking about the December update. But I'm hoping that the fact that they're a smaller development team makes it more possible to do some stuff like they're going to do on Monday. Just like, totally nimble little ninja crew that's removed a lot of cooks in the kitchen. Okay, a lot of like big discussions of how we're supposed to make the game like advance or develop or all these stuff. Like we cut the fat. Okay, and now we've got a nimble crew, and we can do some little ninja stuff. Like we don't need to have a specific big patch to go play with the matchmaking stuff, okay? We're just gonna do it on the fly next Monday. We're gonna play with it like the whole week. We're gonna see what's your reactions, and maybe that's gonna resolve some of the player base's concerns, okay? We're gonna do it real fast, like hot fix type of fast. okay? That's the kind of stuff that I'm hoping that the Core Vampire crew, the CVC, is going to be like doing and working on. And they're going to let us know a little bit more about this in this article that they're going to work on. So, good update. I like that kind of update. I like that kind of thing. Sorry for all the people that want a roadmap, including me, including probably Motion and the other ambassadors, or people that like to have, content creators that try to have, I want to know what's going to be happening in the future so I can already kind of schedule my things for the year or the next few months, or, have a little bit of idea of what's happening so I can plan things. Unfortunately, we don't have that, and we have to make do with what we have. But that's what we got. Still, that's good. I know that Tobias is listening to the community. I've pushing for a roadmap before Tobias has a point. Yeah, there was a reason why there wasn't a roadmap up until the December update. Like, I've understood that. It was written, or at least I read that between the lines of all the learnings article that they've done since the September update. I think since the August update that they've been saying we can't give you a roadmap because we got so many things to do until we get to that point. But now they've got a new reason why they can't give us an update. But yeah, known drops were coming. I would have kept up with some of my streams. Exactly, Motion. But right now, I think that the excuse is they didn't know exactly what they were going to do themselves. So, like, kind of like, we need to get back in the office, and someone goes like, okay, so point, streamers are expecting a drop on Friday. Right. What are the assets? Or someone goes like, oh yeah, I've been preparing assets for this. Just tell me the dates. We can already set the assets or all this. Okay, that's been done. That's how we managed to get like all the other stuff for the rest of the week. Have they in the past done considered a sign-up campaign for existing streamers on Twitch? It doesn't have to be monetized, but they could give in-game content or something. I don't think that's nothing that I know of. Motion, maybe you're better equipped to answer that question if you could. By the way, hello Asymmetrical. Thank you for chatting in the chat. I don't know. I don't think that has ever been a thing. They want to democratize it as much as possible. But we do have an inner circle, as it's called. Well, I mean, yeah, they're not open to everyone, but they're open to people who stream a lot. And once in a while, they decide to switch between top 100 streamers to open to everyone that's got drops enabled, and that's streaming Bloodhunt. They switch off between campaigns of doing that. Yeah, that's the thing that they're doing. Campaigns sign up like streamers advertise it, keep track of the players that use their sign up link. No, that kind of stuff. They've never done that. They've never done that with a link thing, because they want to. I think the philosophy is just to keep it like as open. With a sign up link, really, Motion? I've never heard of that. I don't remember seeing this in streaming, but then again, maybe in the early days I wasn't paying too much attention to all what was going on. But anyways, maybe Motion, you can continue to maybe talk about this if ever you feel like it, if you got any other details. I'm gonna be moving on with my news. I want to sponsor streams through WeHype. We had a link. Oh yeah, remember that? That counted the amounts of clicks, right? Yes, I remember there was that. I wasn't eligible for any of this, so I didn't know the details about the WeHype stuff. I do know that before he went away, Combat Glue, who was taking care of like those kind of sponsored or streamer relations types of deals, he said that he had left a few things for future Lurkit campaigns for Bloodhunt. But he said it's up to the people that are in charge of streaming relations after he'll be gone. It'll be up to them to decide whatever they want to do with them, or if they want to activate them or whatever. So it's possible. I remember there used to be a campaign with Stream Elements, but there were some problems with Stream Elements. They'd done a campaign with Lurkit. And we know that Combat Glue has gone to work with Lurkit nowadays. So we know that Bloodhunt and Lurkit seem to be having like good relationship as far as I know. And he's there, so they've got, stuff happening. I know that they recently on social media we saw that a bunch of people at Shark Mob got Lurkit how do you call them? Toques. Got a bunch of Lurkit toques. So if they're receiving some stuff from Lurkit at Shark Mob, it means that they've got like they're in good relations. I believe Tobias has taken most of his semi-period duty, so I assume we'll hear about those in the learnings articles. Yeah, probably. Bonnie hats, yeah. I just say toques because that's the word that comes to my head being a French person. So so we're gonna see. Like I'm hoping for campaigns to start again or something. But yeah, as a reminder, like it's exactly like what I'm showing you on screen is just they're still figuring out exactly where they're gonna do it. So right now I'm expecting that things will start up slowly, but might be like ramping up. It depends exactly how things go. It's a lot of we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I think that's always been the development of Bloodhunt, has always been like this, very reactive to what's happening in the community, what's happening with the game itself, what's happening with the devs, with the different situations that's been happening. It's been I can say like it's been hard for me sometimes to go with to say stuff about like these are expectations that we can't believe based on behavior that they've done for marketing or campaign or releases and stuff, because they've always done once in a while they do like, okay, we're doing this for this month, and then the next month they're doing the same thing but with a twist, and then they're doing it the same, then we go like, okay, so the third month is going to be the same thing, but no, they decide to pull the rug under our feet and go like, we're going in a different direction, so we got to be able to dance on a feet from like one thing to another. It's kind of like the Twitch drops. When I said, hey, after the 6 Twitch drops, we're probably gonna do like a week of like, here's all the 6 Twitch drops that everyone can get like within 2 hours of watching, like you've done in the previous things in the past. And they said, we like to keep you on your toes, so that thing might not even happen. So that's why I'm just like putting an asterisk now on everything that I'm saying, like when it comes to like past behavior has shown that they've done this way, and we can expect that they're going to do the same thing again, right? But every time I've done that in the past, sometimes, the majority of the times, it's just been like, nope, we're doing something different this time. It's just like, okay, we're going along with it. And I'm a little screwed when I'm trying to do kind of announcements like that, or just like, well, probably what's going to happen is, and, we're gonna see, okay? We just gotta roll with the punches. And they're probably doing the same thing as well in the office. That's as much as I can go with. Oh god, hold on. Little sip. Oh, speaking of which, what I'm currently drinking some delicious Bloodhunt Blood Orange Advanced GG flavor powered drink. And I want to since it's been a while since I've mentioned this, but I've always been a sucker to announce that kind of stuff. I just want to remind everyone oh god Sorry, old man reflexes. I want to remind everyone that there is indeed a Bloodhunt Blood Orange flavor at Advanced GG. If you don't already know what Advanced GG is, it's another one of those gaming powders. Mix the powder in with the water, and then you get a flavor, and then you get some bonus. You get some caffeine. You get some. This one has Advanced GG has their ingredient, the new LVL or Nouvel. I don't exactly know how they pronounce it, but something that is supposedly clinically is supposed to keep yourself focused when you're gaming, when you're doing a bunch of other stuff or whatever. This is not sponsored, by the way. Nothing here is sponsored. I just like this product. I like that it's blood orange and it's related to Bloodhunt. I like the idea in my head. But yeah, I've been talking about this thing for quite a while, about the Vampire Battle Royale with an E. You can buy these jars and also receive an exclusive in-game cosmetic, which is the Embers and Ashes makeup, which is a dark orange makeup that you can have over your eyes of your characters. But I wanted to remind people that currently there is a bundle where you can get the awesome Bloodhunt socks that everyone that has received the Bloodhunt socks have been saying, like, those socks are legit best socks ever made in the galaxy or something like that. I don't have a pair. I might actually buy one of those bundles now. But yeah, you have those bundles you can buy a jar, get the socks, and you can also get a shaker like this. And this like vampiric shaker, it's got a greenish tinge to it. That's because it glows in the dark. So yeah, you can buy these bundles here, and there's even a bundle with 2 jars. But yeah, there you go. When you buy those, they send you an email with your code for the in-game cosmetic that you can go redeem for yourself. And there's also a little promo video that they shot with some people from with a cosplayer for Bloodhunt and a bunch of people that work at Shock Mob, and it's funny. So yeah, just wanted to remind everyone that that's still out there, and you can get the bundles. And I think I need to get myself it soon, probably next paycheck. And I want to remind, a lot of people already know this, but I want to make sure everyone's got them. Okay, so I'm gonna be repeating myself in terms of not necessarily giveaways, but free things that are available for Bloodhunt players. If you don't already know, I want to make sure that everyone gets those. The Exposed Electronic Headgear Cosmetic, there are only 10,000 codes available. What you need to do is the link that I gave you there, you just need to click on the tweet here for Intel, click on the link here, sign up to the newsletter that they have. I believe it's for Intel Gaming, the Intel Gaming newsletter, and they're going to give you a code that you input inside your Bloodhunt account, and you're going to get the Exposed Electronic Headgear under. Now I see that you don't really see it over here, so let me give you a few screenshots of what it looks like. It's still following the cyberpunk theme of the Nemesis Pass that we have in game. So there you go. There's some exposed electronics and some cables, and it goes very well with the Feel the Burn outfit that we got a few months ago. Is it a few months or last month? A few months ago. So yeah, because it's got the yellow stripe and it goes along well with it. So yeah, get yourself that while it's still available. If you want that for your account or accounts, if you have more than one. Also, you have a free Oh Dear mask. There you go, Oh Dear mask that you can get for free. And you have up until February 1st to claim it. The code is right there on the tweet. So go enter that again inside your account on bloodhunt.com. When you enter inside your account, there's a section to redeem codes. That's where you're going to put it in. and you're going to be able to claim it. But remember, February 1st, it's coming soon. You've got 2.5 weeks to go claim it if you don't already have it. That's available to everyone. And also, I want to remind everyone that next weekend, actually next Saturday, I will be doing a celebration, or just a bunch of giveaways actually, for after, because I managed to reach 250 followers on Twitch. I will be giving away 2 Bloodhunt Techno Demon mask codes, 10 Purple Pain jacket codes for PC only. If you don't already know, I'll explain it after I'm done with the recording of this news. Also, we'll be giving away like 2 small PlayStation Network and Steam gift cards. They're going to be about $10 in value. But that is going to be next weekend, next Saturday. And you need to be here. It's going to be, I added an explanation tweet underneath that, which basically says, after I'm done with the news recap, I'm going to be gradually giving the giveaways as time goes by. I've already got some sort of schedule that that's going to be happening. You will have to be in the chat to claim the prize. In terms of the gift cards, I'll have to do a little DM convo with you just to be sure, because of like regional limitations. I want to make sure that you get like $10. I'm in Canada. If you're in the US, it's not the same kind of card that you can claim and all of this. And also, yes, the chat, I don't usually do this, but for that event, I will be putting the chat in follower only mode, because it's a celebration for followers. And that's going to be another occasion to get more followers. Sorry to be greedy in terms of Twitch and all of this, but if you're not following me, that's going to be an occasion to follow me. Gonna keep the channel growing. It's the only time where I'm going to be like really like greedy in terms of Twitch, because, you know, as some of you may have noticed, I'm not pushing for subs. I'm not pushing for donations. Not pushing for the usual stuff that usual streamers, like career streamers, are doing for are pushing for. Eventually, maybe if I get big enough, but you know, I'm just gonna continue doing my thing my way. This streaming is a hobby of mine, but it's still putting me in the red a little bit. So anything that I can do to get myself a little bit of income with this, like, I'm gonna do. But right now, I'm not pushing for anything. So just like, these are free things given out freely to the community, just to give back to the community and let people know I'm doing this. I'm doing the news thing. Come back here. Anyways, that's enough self-promo. Another Bloodhunt related thing that came up this week, and I want to put eyes on it. And that's why I'm going to be talking about it. Some people have noticed on Reddit that there is a code behind Omnis in a wall. Let me get a better screenshot here for you. Behind Omnis, there's a there's a code. There's a message written on the wall. It's not using different kind of accents or letters from other languages than the basic English. So we expect that the message would be translated in English, but yeah, there seems to be some kind of weirdness to the message itself. There are some words in there that don't necessarily mean much, so it's not a one-for-one translation of switching a letter for another one. There might be a cipher, a complicated cipher like involved into this. So if you're good at cracking those things, we've got some people that are working on it, trying to find solutions and giving each other some help to try to figure out exactly what this message means. So if you like breaking some codes, get yourself in there. Well, we need help, because I'm very curious to know exactly what's happening there. The lore group of Bloodhunt, or that takes care of like basically of the lore. They like to sneak in some references and some little secrets inside the game. We don't really usually put a lot of like a spotlight on those secrets, but eventually maybe that's something that I might do. I know some people wanted to make videos about like, here's a bunch of secrets you may not know about Bloodhunt. I haven't heard from them for a while, but this might be a big one because, yeah, secret message. Let's get onto it, community. Another thing that I want to keep mentioning, I haven't had like any update about it, but I still want to mention it to everyone. Bezpart is working on making himself a little tournament, another tournament for trios. I'm still gonna link this here, just so people can still access it. Give him information about your teams. The tournament is still to be confirmed because he's told me that this month is very, very busy for him to organize anything. But follow bezpart, join his streams, ask him questions. I know some people are very excited to get another Bloodhunt tournament happening. So, and especially with the way that trios have been going these days since the December update, trios have been ever so slightly been popping off, especially during peak times. You gotta log in during peak times to have more consistent trios matches. But yeah, the trios scene has been like rebuilding itself. So there might be some good stuff that happens in the future for tournaments. So go follow bezpart. Give him some info. It's been a while since I asked him about what's happening with this, but he said he's still working on it. Also want to take the opportunity to mention, maybe with the incoming changes that are coming to PC and PS5, staying in the game for solos, maybe we can get some more tournaments happening. I recommend everyone to just to see if the changes that are going to be happening this week, if they're going to stay or not. But if it stays, PC, PS5 solos tournament soon? Question mark? Just wait until the decision has been made by the devs if we're going to keep it or not, okay? But if anyone's interested in organizing a solos tournament, I'm just going to say, if you want to organize something, start thinking about it. Start thinking about the organization, like how you want to do this. Like, there's a lot of administrative work that you have to do in the background to know exactly what are the rules, how you're going to organize this. So I'm not saying to do this like full on right now, but if you want to do something like this, something for the community, let's maybe think about it. As a note, because I've checked, we have no news from the EGL, who used to be the organization that used to do frequent solos and trios tournaments back in the day. It's still zero silence from them. They're very interested in making Overwatch tournaments these days, apparently. But also want to remind everyone that nothing is stopping you from creating some in-game events of your own right now. It doesn't necessarily need to be a tournament or anything. Like, if you communicate what you want to do and you do it in advance enough, I'm saying, like, if you want to get any kind of tournament or event happening in the Bloodhunt community, you have to at least announce it at least a week in advance to get as many eyeballs on your announcement as possible, okay? And if you do it, and if it's interesting, not offending anyone, who knows what kind of support you might be getting. Maybe you're going to get some support directly from Bloodhunt. It has happened in the past for stuff that I've been telling you about, that I've been reporting. Sometimes some things have been like you let me know of any event that you're gonna be doing. Do it like anytime before this kind of news stream happens, before Saturday, let's say at 10 a.m. Eastern. You let me know of this. You've got some visual, you got some tweet. I'm gonna be okay to promote this on my news stream if you want, and also gonna be promoting it whenever I'm streaming during the week and all of this. So yeah, I know that some tournaments or some events that people have put together in the past, they've done it in advance. Suddenly we had someone in communications or streamer relations for Bloodhunt that's been piping up like a little DM going, hey, I see you're doing an event. You want some codes to give away to people? What? There was a tournament that was announced on December 31st. They announced it. Suddenly they got some codes in their pocket that suddenly appeared. What? You know, it's up to you. It's up to you, the community. Do something. Do something. I keep saying this week after week, but yeah, be creative. Try to figure out something. Hello, ZZ. Also, like, what is it? We've had some tournaments. Motion did a tournament to, I believe it was to melee him, like melee kill him or something like that. I know that Zhang Shidao did a hide and seek tournament or a hide and seek event where she was sabbing somewhere inside the map, and it was up to people to find her while she was sab crouching somewhere in the bushes on a stairway or something, and just people had to find her before the match was done, and then they were in the pool to win some things, win some codes, or some stuff like that. You know, there's many things that you can do with this game. You just got to think about the limitations that we've got and then work along with it. So, let me take another sip as we're closing this off. All right. Just checking on the thing. Okay. So, what happens now? What are we looking forward to this week? So, we are looking forward to Monday, January 16th. Changes. As we talked about, we will see all the details, I expect, of, what they said, like all the improvements that they want to make. We will wait for the conclusions of this little test/experiment. And remember, everyone, to participate. Like I said, play enough games. Don't play 2-3 games and go like, okay, I've reached my conclusion. It's not enough. Play enough games. I challenge everyone to play at least 10 games of solos and 10 games of TDM before you start tweeting your conclusions, or you start talking about in the Discord Bloodhunt Discord, giving your feedback about it. Play enough times so that they have data on their end, and you will be talking with accurate knowledge inside your head, and just like, played a couple times, and it turns out that the couple times that you played, there were some issues, and now they fixed them, or whatever. I don't know, Next Friday, we're getting a new Twitch drop. And then we are also waiting for a learnings article for the direction that we're going to be taking, what the direction of the Core Vampire crew will take. Maybe we're going to hear about what's going to be happening with the fate of the double jump that some people have been requesting that we bring back in some sort of fashion inside the game. Maybe not. Maybe you're going to tell us it's not possible to bring it back in another way than the bug that was causing problems. So, that's what we can expect in the future. I want to remind everyone again, there are plans for future updates for the game. There are plans for the entirety of the year for this game. Because the Nemesis Pass does not have an end date does not mean anything in regards to the health or the future of the game. As long as there are players that are passionate enough about the game and that are actually playing it, the game will stay alive. If there are more people playing the game, there might be a possibility for ranked mode to come back in some sort of fashion in the future. It's not a promise, it's just that maybe it could happen. Okay? I'm not saying it's all sunshine and rainbows and everything is fine with the game and all the situations and all this, but maybe don't believe all the rumors that come out of the Bloodhunt community. As a reminder to everyone, if you do pick up on some details that might be interesting or that might be newsworthy, don't hesitate to contact me. Let me know. Give me screenshots of convos or the links to the VODs or whatever you've come across. I can't be everywhere on every stream. There's only 24 hours in a day. I know that some of the devs like to sometimes show up in other people's streams and maybe drop a little bit of knowledge sometimes. But yeah, if you want to help me out with news for the community, I would appreciate. My DMs are open on practically every platform that I'm in. Please give me a follow on Twitch. The channel is growing and I appreciate everyone for joining up. Remember that when I stream Bloodhunt, you can always get the special drops, and I do code giveaways for the purple paint jacket all the time. Follow my Twitter. There you go, that's my Twitter. And that's it for us here. Everyone, be kind to each other. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.